So, back again with another review. Like I said, I've been missing in action because my phone wouldn't allow me to do what I do. You get what I'm saying? But I just want to step back out the door. Sun started to come out. A little chilly. A little chilly. It was raining hard this morning, but calm down. But let's get into this. So, chapter 6, the power of a crisis, how leaders create habits through accident and design. All right, so you ever been working at one of those type of jobs where they like real strict about you minding your business and just doing your job? Meaning they don't care if, let's say you work at Walmart, they don't care if you literally see somebody over there in another section of the store that need help. That's not your job. Worry about your section. So boom, right? They gave an example of how habits of that stature can cause problems and turmoil in jobs or just companies in general, right? So one example was a surgeon. A surgeon. I had to say that twice because this is very serious. A surgeon basically told his nurse to do something that the nurse was not obligated or even like certified to do in a sense, right? She said, "You know I'm not supposed to do that." He said, "I don't give a fuck," basically. She did it anyways. That particular time, nothing bad happened. Everything was a success. Nobody died or nothing like that, right? So let's fast forward though, right? Time goes by. Everything's still good. Da 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 yada yada yada. Another surgery comes up, right? So this time, in this particular surgery, something happens, right? So what happens is they ended up basically taking longer on the surgery than they were supposed to because they basically did the surgery twice, meaning they had the patient flipped over on the wrong side. So when they cut open his skull and seen that the hematoma wasn't right there, they knew instantly, like, damn, we is in the wrong spot. So they had to sew him up, flip him over, cut him open again. Now they see the hematoma. Completed the surgery, but unfortunately, he ended up passing away. Family sued him, right? And they like, well, what they got to do with the first incident? They got everything to do with the first incident because clearly this doctor or nurse or surgeon, whatever the fuck he is, he got bad habits, and this ain't the first time that him having these bad habits probably done got the people into some situations basically. So they got sued, the hospital got sued, and he couldn't do surgery no more. He couldn't be a surgeon no more type shit, right? So after that, basically the hospital got real strict on like, yeah, I get that you supposed to stick to what you know, do your job, this, that, and the third. But if something ain't being done right, it need to be spoken on. It need to be said. You know what I'm saying? And then that's where you have it to where companies try to stop being so, you know, I don't want my I don't want my regular associates saying anything to my managers. They stop being like that because they realize, okay, sometimes these regular employees could be the ones that save the whole company because the manager's not doing something that they supposed to be doing. You get what I'm saying? Like everybody needs somebody that's gonna call them out on their shit, basically, right? So then another example they gave was these people was working at like this train station, like an underground train station type shit. Well, one of the escalator things caught on fire. Well, somebody ended up putting it out or whatever. But when they put it out, they went back to their post. When they went back to their post, they didn't notice that the fire was bigger than what they saw. It was a fire underneath the whole situation. So boom. But going back to the whole, the company wants you to worry about what you're supposed to worry about. That's what they was doing. So by the time anybody really identified that there was really a fire, shit hadn't got real. You know what I'm saying? And when I say shit got real, I'm talking about people was dying. You feel me? Like injuries and all kind of shit. This fire took 6, 7 hours to put out. The fire started at like 7 at night. That bitch ain't get put out to about 6 in the morning. Like, so and then another thing too. None of the employees there was taught how to like help the fire station plug the water hose up to the system that they got in place because why? They was taught not to mess with stuff that they didn't have nothing to do with. So in that case, they ain't had nothing to do with it. They ain't know how to use it, and everybody was in that bitch almost about to burn, just burning. People was in that bitch burning. So what we took from this chapter is sometimes habits get broken during crisis, and sometimes habits get learned during crises. The habit of minding your goddamn business and not telling people what's going on, resulting in motherfuckers getting fired, motherfuckers getting sued. Now it's gonna be a chain of commands, but at the same time, if something need to be said, it's gonna get said. The other situation, very similar as well. Had you spoken up or had everybody known a little bit of something to know about something, meaning I don't expect you to know every position, but you at least need to know two or three, or at least everybody should know once the safety rules. You see what I'm saying? But what you learn from that chapter is don't let a crisis be the reason why you have to either make a habit or break a habit. I already have a habit into place. That's what I got from that chapter. That's what I got from that chapter. Just already had like certain habits in place. One company, all they worried about was safety. If y'all heard me talk about that, I think it was the third chapter, I believe. He came into the company and said, we only go focus on safety. Did numbers. So yeah, man. Like I keep telling y'all, get this book, man. Coming back with chapter 7 in a moment.